Hello, my wonderful scholars. Today, we will be talking about development of an outline. So, I have a Word document here for you guys, and I'm just going to type up a few items that I definitely would like to see on your outline for your upcoming speech. So, the very first thing that I would like to see is your title. Now, you can be extremely creative with your title. It really doesn't matter exactly how you word the title as long as it is understood exactly what you will be talking about. Now, after you have developed your title, I would also like to hear what your general purpose is. Now, as discussed in class, you have three options for a general purpose. Your general purpose may be to inform, it may be to persuade, or you might want to entertain. After you have decided what your general purpose is, based on your subject that will be discussed in your title, you should also notate what your specific purpose is. Now, your specific purpose is going to be an extension of your general purpose. So, because of that, many people will say that you should start your specific purpose by saying, to inform about, or to persuade to. An additional option might be to say at the end of my speech, my audience will be informed about, or my audience will be persuaded to. After you have developed your specific purpose statement, you should add a central idea. Now, your central idea is going to be very similar to what you would call a thesis statement for a paper or an essay. Essentially, you want to incorporate or preview your main points in your central idea. After your central idea, you should add your introduction. Now, as we deliver our speeches in extemporaneous style, you typically want to have bullet points rather than full paragraphs or sentences. Please don't forget that your introduction should have an attention grabber, establishment of credibility, what's in it for the audience, introduction of subject, and a preview of main points. After this, you should add the body. And because, as I mentioned previously, this is extemporaneous style, you do not have to have a lot of information in the body. You basically want to include your main points, any subheadings, and any subheadings. So, if our main point, number one, was to talk about interpersonal communication, we would label that with a Roman numeral. Let's imagine that our subpoint for interpersonal communication is that there are two types, dyadic and small group. Under small group, our subpoint might be that there are various times during which we might be a part of a small group, such as in our family, at work, and at school. After each main point, it is essential that we have a transitional statement, also known as a signpost. After we have developed our main points and incorporated any sub and or sub points and our signposts, we want to make sure that we add our concluding statements. Remember, your conclusion should provide closure while also summarizing your speech or re-emphasizing those main points. The last thing that we want to have included in our outline is our reference page. While you will probably have this on a separate page by itself, I'll just notate that the last thing incorporated in your outline is going to be your reference page. Well, that's all, guys. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to reach out to me at any time.